So we're going to continue on with the solutions for the multiplying binomials. And as a review, what you need to do is take the first term of the first binomial and you'll times it by both of the terms of the second one. So 6x times 7x is going to be negative 42x squared. And 6x times negative 4 is going to be negative 24x. And then you're going to take the second term of your first binomial and times by the both terms of the second binomial. So negative 3 times 7x is going to be negative 21x. And then negative 3 times the negative 4 is going to be positive 12. So I've taken this and times by both of the second one. And take negative 3 and times by both of those. So really, everything gets times by everything in the other binomial. And once you have that, you need to take common terms, as in terms that have the same amount of x's, and combine them together. So 42x squared is just going to stay there. Negative 24x and negative 21x are going to combine to give you negative 45x. And the plus 12 on the end just stays there. There's no x's or anything to combine with, and that one's done. I'm going to go a lot faster on the rest of these, but that's the basic steps for it. So I'm going to take this and distribute that part through. You'll get 6m squared plus 6m. And then you do 5 times both of those. You get 5m plus 5. And I'm going to combine the like terms together. 6m squared plus 11m and then plus 5. That one's done. Moving on to 19. 4n gets times by both of those. And that'll give you 32n squared minus 32n. And then negative 8 gets times by both of those, which will give you negative 64n, and then plus 64. Combine like terms, let's see, 32n squared, and then I'm going to combine those together to get negative 96n, and then plus 64 on the end. Look at this guy. Try not to draw on the other problem. 3n times both of those will give you 24n squared, and then subtract 15n. And then 3 times both of the second ones will give you plus 24n and minus 15. Combine the like terms that are in the middle, you'll get 24n squared plus 9n, and then subtract 15 on the end. You'll get this. Moving on to 21, you're going to take 8x and times by both of these. Don't let the additional y mess you up. It just makes it so you'll have y's in there as well. It doesn't actually change the numerical calculation. 8x times x gives you 8x squared. 8x times negative 5y, well, 8 times negative 5 is negative 40. And x times y is still just x times y. You leave it like that. Negative 3y times x is going to give you negative 3. I could put yx, but I'm going to leave it in the same order as my previous one, because yx is the same thing as xy, and that's fine. And then negative 3y times negative 5y is going to give me positive 15y squared. And now I can combine these like terms in the middle. That'll give me 8x squared minus 43xy, and then plus 15y squared on the end. And we get this guy. And it's looking like the rest of these are going to follow a similar pattern. 8u times 6u is going to give you 48u squared. Okay, kind of separate that. And then 8u times negative 3v is going to give me negative 24uv. And then in the middle, 8v times 6u is going to give me, negative 8v times 6u is going to give me negative 48. Again, uv. And then negative 8v times negative 3v is going to be positive 24v squared. And now I can combine like terms. The 48u squared is still going to be there. And then negative 24 UV subtract 48 UV is going to give me negative 72 UV. And then plus 24 V squared there on the end. You see that guy? And then the last 6 eighths, almost last 6. Okay, I'm going to take 6m and times by both of those. You'll get you'll get 30m squared, and then plus 18mn, and then the second term times both of those will give me negative 30mn, and then subtract 18n squared. I'll try to divide things, make it a little bit more even. And now you just combine the middle terms together. The beginning is still 30m squared. And this time we'll have negative 12mn, and then subtract 18n squared. There. Moving on to the next one, gotta take that and times by both of them. 2x times 6x is going to be 12x squared, and negative 2xy, negative 3y times both of those give me negative 18xy, and then positive 3y squared. Combine the like terms, you'll get 12x squared minus 20xy, and plus 3y squared. Next part, take the first thing times by the second two. Take the second thing and times by the second two there. 8a times 6a is 48a squared. 8a times negative 3b is going to be negative 24ab. And 3b times 6a is going to give me positive 18ab, just switching. Instead of BA, doing AB. And then 3b times negative 3b gives me negative 9b squared. Combine the like terms, you get 48a squared, anything I could write, squared, minus 6ab, and then minus 9b squared. Moving on to 26, you gotta take that 5n times both of them, take negative 4n times by both of them. You get 25m squared minus 15mn minus 20mn, and then plus 12n squared. And now combine like terms, which is the mn pieces, and you'll get negative 35mn there in the middle. The ends stay the same. And you take 8a times by both of those, you'll get 48a squared plus 32ab. And then 4b times both of those will give me positive 24ab, and plus 16b squared. Combine the like terms together in the middle, you'll get 48a squared there, and this one's going to come out to be 56ab, and the 16b squared still there on the end. Moving on to 28, you gotta do 6m times both of those, which will give you 12m squared, subtract 42mn, and then 2n times both of those, we'll get 4mn, and then negative 14n squared. And now you need to combine the like terms there in the middle. 12m squared still there. This time you'll have negative 38mn. And then subtract 14n squared on the end, and you get this guy. And then our last two, 4m times both of those, you'll get 32m squared and it's looking like just 4mn. And then negative 4 times both of those will give you negative 32mn. And then negative 4n squared. Combine like terms in the middle. You get 32m squared and negative 28mn. And then subtract 4n squared on the end. That one's good to go. And now we just take this, the 5x times by both of those, we get 5x squared, and then subtract 15xy. Take this y times by both of the second one, you'll get positive xy. And then negative 3y squared. Combine the like terms in the middle. The 5x squared still there, those combine to give you negative 14xy. And then the subtract 3y squared still there on the end. And that one's done. And now we're done with the assignment.